Today, we'll be talking about some aspect of motherhood, which is weaning. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually share on here, how to make money. But on this is my personal branded page, UCTV, on my Facebook page, YouTube, TikTok, IG, Uche George. If you're watching me on my Facebook personal profile, I share anything that has to do with motherhood and making money as a mom, wealth building as moms and all. Today, we'll be talking about some aspect of motherhood, which is weaning. Weaning. Weaning a child, taking a child off something that they are used to, or maybe weaning a child, in this case, off breast milk or chest milk, depending on what you identify as. As a doula of over 1 year now, I have had quite a number of experience, apart from my own personal experience, with birthing persons of different tribes and nationalities by advocating for them and being with them, being their support system when they are birthing, during pregnancy, during childbirth, and postpartum as well. So I've come to see that weaning is different for different cultures and different people. But I'm going to share my own personal experience as a mom of two. Being a mom of two has been a whole wild journey that I've come to accept fully, because to be a mom, you really need to accept fully that this is the life that you are living right now, and this is it. You just have to accept it for you to enjoy it. That's what I've realized about motherhood, about parenting and all that. I have two daughters, and the two of them gave me two totally different experiences. That's why they tell you that two children are never the same, two pregnancies are never the same, and that's the total truth. Now, for my first, I weaned her at close to 15 months, because I weaned her on the 9th of December 2022. For my second, I weaned her very close to 20 months on September 6th, 2025. That's when I officially took her off the boobs entirely. But for my second, I did the gradual weaning, or gentle weaning, or baby-led weaning. While for my first, I did the hard start, the one African moms would usually the ones that African moms would usually recommend. Like African moms, I mean, it's not my generation of moms. I mean, generation of moms whose children could be our age. Yeah. Like our children's grandmoms and their great grandmothers. Yeah. The ones they usually recommend. That's what I did for my first. And I would say the children, they adjusted quite nicely. For my first, on that day, I just told her, babe, I'm done. Like, I've come to realize that when it comes to weaning, you, the mom, has to know when you are okay. Like, nobody will tell you to wean your child when you're not ready for it. You have to be ready to wean that baby, because it comes with a lot, not just for the baby. It also affects you, the mom, because if you don't take care of your boobs, you would have engorgement, you would be in pains, and so many other things. For my first, I just woke up one morning, because that particular week or weeks before that week, I wasn't sleeping well. Then the particular week on which I stopped chest feeding her or breastfeeding her, I could count on my fingers how many hours I had slept that week. I couldn't even complete the counting. I knew I was just sleeping like 2 hours today, 3 hours, like distorted sleep. And it was not helping me mentally. It was making me cranky. It was making me overly irritated. It was making me oversensitive. Like every little thing would just ache me. Like I was just not getting myself pepper body. That's the thing. So I just knew that this wasn't me, and I had to know where it was coming from. That day, I just told my daughter, babe, they giving me sleep for nights. I had to talk to her. I was talking to her previously before that, preparing her mind, because babies, they listen. They are human beings. They are spirits too. So they hear, they listen. So I had already said, talking to my daughter, my love, we are going to stop breastfeeding. Her mommy has to take this in. I am okay and all that. But you see, that particular day, I had to tell her, my love, babe, this one, don't pass me. We have to stop today. My baby thought I was joking until I stopped giving her. She yelled. Hey! She cried down the house. Sorry for exaggerating, but that's how it looked like. Because to a mom, your baby's cry doesn't sound like how it sounds to other people's ears. It sounds like a ball of rain, like rain with this mount for zinc. Pa, 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 pa. It disturbs you. It disturbs you. So if you don't have the heart, that's why they said if you're not yet ready as the mom, don't go ahead and start listening to what other people are saying and start to win your child. But that day I was ready. I had to tell my husband, babe, please just help me hold this girl. And because I can't do it alone. So you need somebody, you need a supportive person around you, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your mom, whether it's your sibling, whoever you have as your support system. You need them at that point because they need to help you hold your baby down. Because the moment you carry your baby, that baby would want to tear you apart and want to take what belongs to them. And secondly, why you need your support system during that period is that you too, you'll be in pains because it's not easy. Your brain has already been wired for months before then to tell your glands and your hormones to produce certain amount of milk, and all of a sudden, because you're doing heart start, you don't even tell your brain that we are stopping. No. Your brain will still be producing milk the way it's producing milk, and all of a sudden, that is how that milk just stops, that milk flow just stops going out. It will cause engorgement of the breast, and it usually isn't a funny experience. So that's what I experienced. But to help me with that engorgement for my first daughter, who I did heart start for, I had to use cabbage leaves. I usually would take the cabbage leaf cup as it is, insert it into my bra, and then put it in and put my breast in and then wear my bra. It usually gives it that cooling effect. I didn't take meds. I think the only med I took then was Tylenol, which in Africa is known as paracetamol. But I wasn't like taking it all the time because it gets to a point it becomes abuse of medicine. So I just took meds once in a while when I would feel so much pain that I cannot bear. I would just take Tylenol to ease the whole thing off. Then after 3 days or 4, the engorgement began to reduce and reduce and reduce till the milk flow stopped entirely. That's for me, the mother. For my daughter, the way she adjusted, the first one, I'm still talking about the first one. The way the first one adjusted, the next day, after she don't cry the whole day, I wasn't giving her any breast. The next day, my dear, the girl told me, Mama, you don't do. I know suck again. Carry your baby, carry everything they go. I know nothing I can do. I beg. Shift from me, I beg. I know what they I know when they see the breast, carry and they go. Not like we are not close or there was no close contact or there was loss of that mom to baby bond. No, we were still bonding, but for the breast, she did not even send it anymore. I weaned her with fruits, purees, food, what we eat, but in a softer texture. So I didn't do cow milk or anything. I just gave her what we eat because already I had started pre-introducing these foods to her before immediately she clocked 6 months because I did exclusive breastfeeding. So I had already started introducing all the foods that we eat to her in softer forms. So she just started eating well from there. But for my second, my dear, I wanted to do the 18-month mark because as a doula, one thing that we've learned is that WHO actually advises that we breastfeed for at least 6 years. But a lot of people don't know this. But due to societal reaction to the whole thing, they reduce it to 2 years. So the actual recommendation for breastfeeding or chest feeding is 2 years. But if you can't, at least 18 months. But a lot of African moms will tell you the moment their baby starts walking, they are done breastfeeding them. The moment their baby clocks 1, they are done breastfeeding them and all that. Some people even tell you the moment they finish exclusively breastfeeding that child for 6 months, they are done breastfeeding them. So you see, one thing with motherhood I've learned is do what works for you. Okay, I'm just giving you information. So for my second, I decided to do the baby-led weaning and gentle weaning. So I started weaning her even up to 3 months before that September 6, 2025 I'm telling you about. That September 6, 2025 was the actual day I collected the whole breast pata from her, like she wasn't tasting it anymore. But 3 months before then, I did 1 month weaning her from some hours of the day, some hours in the day that I know that she usually should be active, playing, I just give her water, give her juice, give her food, just make her forget that there's something that's called breast milk at that time, and she would be fine. After 1 month, the second month, I started pulling back both morning. I removed the morning hours entirely, like from 7 a.m. to 12. I don't give her boobs. On the third month, I removed the whole morning, the whole lunch part. So the whole morning, I wouldn't give her till 7 p.m. at night. So I was just doing it gradually. Every week I removed some hours. Every week I removed some hours until it got to the point where in the third month she wasn't taking boobs in the daytime at all. She would only start to take boobs maybe around 8 p.m. at night till 6 a.m. in the morning. But I kept on doing that, weaning her gently until 6th of September, where I told her, you know what, baby, from this day, no more boobs. Mommy has tried for you, and you're grown now. You're a big girl. I usually would use that to tease her, and she'd be like, no, I'm not a big girl. You know, kids can be kids. So I just had to wean her like that. She cried though. We did not sleep. In fact, this second one, she had already known the taste of boobs. She had started appreciating breast milk, but she was eating, but not eating as well as her sister would. Of course, they are two different people. So I wanted her to like eat more. She wasn't a picky eater, but she always knew that there was alternative, breast milk alternative. So she would just eat a little and then come and pounce on me at night. I won't sleep. So I wasn't getting enough sleep, and I knew, because I've had the experience before, I knew when I got to that point where no, if I continue in this motion, my mental health will be at stake, and everybody around me may not like the way I'll start to behave, because I'm irritated, I'm overly stimulated, I am not sleeping well, I'm cranky and all that. So I didn't want to get to that point, and that was the day I told her, babe, today we are done. We've tried. I think it's time we end this. So that was the month she clocked 20 months. So I can say I fed her for 19 months and about 3 weeks, because the day I weaned her was exactly 1 week to her 20th month anniversary. So that's it. So from my two experiences, my second born, when it came to me as a mother, I had clogged milk duct and milk phlegm. It was not a funny situation. You can look it up on Google. I'll put the spelling out here so you can go read it up. It's a situation where one of your milk ducts is blocked, and it's a very painful thing. I don't want to go, if you leave me, I'll go really deep, but because of social media, I don't want to start calling so much names, but just go read it up. It was very painful, because I know the first trial at 18 months, I tried to wean her, and at the time I had clogged milk duct or milk phlegm, and it was not funny. It was painful. I was in pain. So you know that kind of pain you feel when you start to breastfeed your child newly, and the milk is not really coming out, and the baby has to like keep nursing at it until the milk starts to flow properly. That was exactly the kind of pain. That pain that touches here in the middle of your brain, your medulla oblongata. That was exactly the kind of pain I was in. So I had to stop my weaning plans at that time and proceed again the next week or next weeks, whenever that milk phlegm had subsided and everything was okay. So for me, in this second weaning experience, I didn't have breast engorgement, because already the gentle weaning has started telling my brain to start reducing milk production. So my brain has started sending signals already to my boobs and the hormones that control milk production, that is the prolactin and hormones and all, to start reducing milk production. My brain has already started knowing that, okay, this lady is about to wean her child. So my milk production reduced, and my water intake also reduced, because in the both weaning experiences, for my first daughter, I was drinking water like frog. Like I was drinking water. If I don't drink water every time during the day, in the night it would be as if somebody came and scratched my throat with sandpaper. That's how I would feel. I would be feeling so thirsty. So I usually don't like that feeling. So I always make sure I'm drinking water. That's my body producing more liquid than usual. That's the same experience I also had with my second one. So for my second, I didn't have that milk, that breast engorgement. So I didn't need to start using that cabbage. I didn't need to use any Tylenol or paracetamol. Everything was just going calmly and all that. Although I had this heaviness in my boobs, of course, the milk is not expelling anymore. So what I did is to get a comfortable bra. You know that bra that you usually wear when you're nursing your child. That bra is good enough because from my experience of having clogged milk ducts or milk flare, I did my research and I saw that one of the things that causes that is tight braziers, tight bras. So I made sure I didn't want to have that experience again while going through this weaning process. So I just wore comfortable bras that could at least hold me up. I also got my sports bra. That also worked for me. So this is my experience with the weaning process, and it didn't give me so much pain or so much issues. So here's my recommendation. From these two experiences, hard start and gentle weaning, my recommendation is this. 1, look at you and your baby, do what works for both of you. But if you need me to tell you what to do, I would say do gentle weaning. Gentle weaning at first would seem like you are going forward and then you are going 10 steps backward. You make a step forward and 10 steps backward because at a time the child would not want to cooperate with you without your timing and your timetable that you've set, that you're not going to give them at so time. Sometimes the child is a human being, so sometimes they will not want to cooperate with you. But don't give up, keep at it. Even though you miss the steps 1 or 2 times, still make sure you go back to the routine, because one thing with children I've seen and experienced is that children work better with routines and all that. If you start up something with them and you don't maintain it, it's very easy for them to want to go back to what they are used to. So if you're teaching a child, because weaning is like teaching your child a new habit, you're teaching them to live without the breast milk. So you are weaning them. So you need to maintain a particular routine and keep at it, no matter how difficult it is. Sometimes rules are broken, so it's okay if you break the rules 1 day or 2 days and then come back to routine again. I don't know if this is the third point I'm making or second point. Talk to your child. These children are children. These children are human beings. These children are spirits. They hear, they listen to you. Talk to them like human beings. Tell them, Mama or Papa, sweethearts, Mommy has to move on with life. Mommy has tried. Mommy has given you a part of her. Mommy needs to do other things as well. They listen, they hear. And talking to my children through this weaning process has helped me a lot. I learned that from my mom. She taught me that. So talking to them through the process helps them know that, okay, because whenever you're weaning them, it's as if, so I'm not going to be bonding with my mommy anymore. I'm not going to I'm not going to be in her arms anymore. So in place of breast milk, look for other bonding activities you can engage them with that will make them feel that they're not going to be out of their mom's sight. Because sometimes what makes weaning difficult for children is that they always feel that, I'm going to be out of my mom's sight. My mom will not be here for me anymore. They miss that bond, that mom and baby bond. They don't want to miss it. So try as much as you can that as you're removing a habit from them, that is breast milk or breastfeeding habit, try to replace it with something else. Okay, like spending more time with them, playing more with them, singing lullabies, making them happy. You can even engage them when you're in the kitchen. You can bring their high chair and sit them down close to them and be playing with them while you're cooking. Just do something to make them know that mom is always here. Mom didn't go anywhere. Mom just needed to have a time to herself so that it's not every day she's losing sleep because of this. I even tell my daughters, Mama, Mom is not sleeping well and it's making me not to be the best mommy for you. I talk to my children about it and it helps a lot. So I hope with these few points of mine, you're able to at least find a way to navigate through this weaning process. Like I said, it's different for different people and it's different for different babies. No two babies are the same. So don't expect that maybe the way your first child behaved will be the same way your second child will behave. From being a mom of 2, I have utterly confirmed that no two children, no two pregnancies, no two human beings are the same and they react differently. Even twins, they don't behave the same. So take it easy on yourself and you should be fine at the end of the day. Your baby too will be fine and I wish you Happy weaning, and see you next time when we talk extensively like this. And don't forget to share this video to someone who you think may need it, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel or our page for more videos like this. See you next time. Bye.